Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's having a great day. I wanted to talk today about birds. This is just my big bird encyclopedia. There's one bird that it doesn't have. Um, I've also had this for a really long time. Uh, I don't remember when I got it. It was many, many years ago. I don't remember if someone else got it for me or if I got it for myself. Um, Either way, I've had this for quite a long time. Copyright 1994. Published originally 1977. Um, I don't know if many people know this about books, but you can usually find when a book was published toward the beginning, generally right before the table of contents. This is where it says where it was published and when and stuff. So I thought that was cool. The bird it doesn't have, at least in this one, is the Stellar Jay. It has other jays, but it doesn't have the Stellar Jay. And I don't know why it bothers me that much, but it really does. Like, how could you have put everything else but, like, even in, so this part is like pictures of birds. And this part is like explanation of birds. So it has what page number. I don't know if you can really read that, but it has like the page number that it's on over here. And um it says what it generally has. I don't know if you can see the symbol. Yeah. It has whether it's a female or a male. It doesn't always have like both female or male, but some birds don't have quite the color changes as other birds. So, like, for example, an American kestrel, which is my favorite bird, an American kestrel, um, the male bird is much more colorful and like beautiful than a female. I know I can find it. It's right around this area. There you go. So this one is a male. Or, yeah, I believe this one's a male because it's more colorful. And then this one's a female. Um, but I don't know if it was like the quality of the picture or what, because this one just doesn't have whether it's female or male. But anyway, I really like this book. I really like birds. I read a book. I don't think I have it anymore now that I think about it. But I read it, and it was this book about symbology with birds. And I wish I kept it because I want to remember the symbology of birds. And because I only read it once, I don't quite remember everything, but birds are generally just like messengers of different things. Also, cardinal. It's such an interesting bird because I thought it was going to be bigger than they actually are. They're closer to like, what's the bird called? Finches. They're closer to the like size of finches, so they're pretty small. I haven't been like near enough to one to exactly see, but they're just smaller. I thought they were going to be the same size as like blue jays, and stuff like that. And Steller jays. But they're not. They're smaller, like finches. Let's see. Yeah. But yeah, it talks about the regions that they can be found in. So this is just like a random page, but there's what regions you can find them in, and descriptions like what they look like generally, of course, and like what their like call, like their sounds like, things like that. I really like it. In some cultures, like for example, crows and ravens, I believe, um, from my experience, they have meant that you're going the right way. I know some people think of them as like bringers of death or like a sign of death happening soon, or something like that because they're dark. A lot of things that are just dark just get put into this space of no, this is bad, no, this is not positive, so I don't like it. And change is good usually. Change is good whether you like it or not. Change is the only constant. Change is really hard though. I have a hard time with change. Like a lot of hard time with change. It's an issue that I have, and sometimes I can roll with the punches, especially if I'm around someone that I care for and like really trust. But a lot of change, a lot of change just gets me dazed and like, well, I'm here, whether I like it or not. Um, but yeah, change is hard, but I can, I guess, talk about change for not quite 10 minutes. But I feel the most connected to smaller birds, to be honest, going back to birds. I feel the most connected to smaller birds, and that's one reason I love the American kestrel so much, is because um, they are the smallest. They look kind of like peregrine falcons. They're the smallest falcon. Um, I think they're about generally about that big. I've seen a few in person, and I get excited. And when I see an animal or anything, a feathered friend, um, out in the wild, or if I see them, like meerkats, for example, when I go to the zoo and see meerkats, I get really excited. And sometimes I start tearing up because I'm so excited to see this thing that I love. It's great. um, Meerkats are just really cute, and they're just desert ferrets that go on their hind legs more because they can, I guess. But they're really cute. And um, as far as I know, with American kestrels specifically, they're not generally like assholes. They just, fly and survive. They're really cute though, and I think they're beautiful. There are lots of birds that are beautiful. Even the American eagle, that I've seen a few, um, in the wild, and I've seen a few, um, being rehabilitated in different areas too. And regardless of where I see things, I'm excited. American eagles are gorgeous birds. I may not like America, but I can appreciate something that is America related, even if it was technically. um, but yeah, I do like birds of prey the best. They're just like fierce, and they're to me they're kind of like dragons. I really like dragons. Um, even after dating someone who said that he was a dragon. Um, but birds are like, especially birds of prey, are kind of like dragons because they're like, we're beautiful, we're here, we can fly, we're pretty cool, kind of thing. Um, and I guess that comparison comes from reading. I've been reading the Aragon series, or the Inheritance. This is ripped up because my lovely cats don't like me to have nice things. Because it was perfect and beautiful before, but it's usually around the time when they're supposed to eat. They start ripping at things or knocking things over the most, is when they're like, hey, it's food time, or hey, we need more water, or something like that. I'm like, there are other ways you could do this that are less destructive. Anyway, that's my real power, is going off on lots of bunny trails, because my brain, especially when I don't have like a book that I'm reading to everyone that I can just comment on, if I'm just going at it and just thinking and speaking and just hanging out, then I don't always know what to talk about or how to convey my emotions and thoughts into a video or words. But on another note, I've been working more consistently with my book. Um, that's something that I keep meaning to talk about, but that will be for another episode. For those who already know that are watching my videos, I hope everyone has a great rest of your day. Thank you for listening to me talking about lots of different things. And I will see you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you so choose.